Okay mga tol, dito na tayo sa game number 3. Tignan natin sino mananalo sa series na to. Onic ba? O Aurora, Turkey?
Which draft here are you really liking? I mean, you're jumping up and down here. Who's it for? Is it Aurora?
I mean, it's been a while since we've seen the YSS, so I'm kind of excited to see how Onic PH are gonna deal with it. Also, of course, the Ruby, which makes a sudden appearance as well, but Brusco. This reminds me of the game number 1 start, but at least now they're not really punished. But this is what you like to see about Onic Philippines, the way they're keeping the aggression going. But you can say the same for Aurora.
3 games, no? Si Lina, si Rosa talagang bibinan, tsaka kinuha ng Onic.
You're easily able to go ahead and heal back up.
Kaya naman, sabi siguro nila.
So, unlike this, Apex 47, yeah, he's gonna have to go ahead and get back here, but still, for the most part, even looking at the compositions here, yeah, I think this is going to be the interesting one, is you take a glimpse of the gold lane, is how will this play for Sigiboom? Because we've seen his mechanics and his positioning is usually really good. Now it changes when you throw a hero like the Ruby in his hands. It's going to be a little bit different. You can see he's going with a whole lot of this, though. He is going to be running that, you know, the Festival of Blood. He's got the Brave Smite, so he can go ahead and heal up a lot, like LaFell mentioned earlier on, especially when Kirk is utilizing that glue.
Yeah, also with the thrill. So this is the kind of Ruby which has a bit, or maybe not even a bit, of damage to it whenever it goes for those I'm offended plays or those brief stuns you latch onto the opponents to make things a bit more difficult. Oh, okay. Cool steal from TNZ, denying King Kong of that, but they will be getting their level 4s nonetheless, so this is going to be interesting. The way they're able to manage and deal with the first objective of the game. There's a lot of action going in all parts of the map. Who's going to get to set things first?
All right, they're going to position Brusco, again, not level 4, neither is Apex 47, so both junglers will just get the busted. Is TNZ going to go for a... I thought he was going to go for a cheeky steal there, too. So, buff secure for King Kong. There's the fight.
Flicker from Kirk, followed by Brusco. They're really going after TNZ, but Super Friends, he gets caught, however. King Kong secures the turtle and just decides to walk away. So far, Onic, they've been very decisive in wanting to take down TNZ, but it seems like they lacked the damage, or they weren't able to accomplish it just yet.
Wow, okay, so... a couple things happened there. They were able to get the turtle as King Kong did the work.
Yeah.
They traded, of course, for a kill, so Aurora gets that kill. It was Sigiboom to catch him out for Super Friend. So Brusco
could still walk away.
Okay. Brusco's going to be fine. But also, meanwhile, all that, as Kelro's going to be the next focus here, okay, nice Mount Shocker. I think Kelro's going to be fine. He did go ahead and rush into the Sea Halberd. So he grabbed that. He's going to clear out this wave here. And he also got a whole bunch of gold in his pockets. Rosa! Goodbye, Super Prince! It's been a minute since we've seen the Farsa.
He literally just landed and used the feathered airstrike. Doesn't want to have or allow Rosa to have the best possible game for the Selena once more. But I'm really liking how Keller is managing the gold lane. I mean, it has been a surprise to see the Ruby go up against this hero, but even when they already decided to rotate, even when TNZ decided to rotate, he knew that it was just important to keep the waves out of the turret. There's the AOG, already committed by Apex 47, but they're being very particular about it. They don't want to engage in a fight that Aurora decides to set up for themselves.
Yeah, Aurora's got a couple options to go ahead and start fights up if they want to, and information advantage as well, especially with the Mountain Sharker once it's used, so they can play to that advantage if they want to. The turtle's about 10 seconds away here as Onic Philippines tries to get in positioning. We'll see if they go for it. Apex 47 won't land that Unbreakable. Not going to get the taunt off from Brusco.
He decides to flicker. He actually tries to go for TNZ, but on the other hand, Lunar as well surprises everyone. The Primal Wrath won't last long. Gets bursted down by Kellera and the rest of the members of Onic. So it's a 1-for-1 trade so far. It's the EXP and the Roamer that gets traded.
It's going to be a tough one if they want to contest this. Super Prince doesn't have a Feathered Airstrike just yet, and he's quite low.
Yeah.
They might force it, but right now, Aurora will go ahead and secure themselves the turtle. So good decision from them and good timing too. So now they go and get back in position. Kelra might have to be careful here. What we're seeing a lot is this Ruby being kind of a nuisance to deal with, especially with the Lancelot, for example. King Kong, Apex is here though.
Okay, they have to protect their gold lane, but the Abyssal Arrow and the AOG nearly lands, but it misses by just a bit. They'll have to let go of their tier 1 turret down bottom. And we're starting to see the idea that Aurora Gaming actually has. It's pressure, constant pressure on the gold lane. It forces reactions out of Onic Philippines. They'll try to get a kill, however, onto Lunar, and they have enough damage to do that.
Good decision. I didn't think they'd go for it, but anyway, Apex 47 is going to get dragged back.
Yeah, there's the grab. Just one more hit. Will they be able to do it? Kirk delivers the final blow, and now Onic PH, they're somehow ahead. They secure the lead against Aurora Gaming, although it's somehow just 1,000 gold for now.
A whole lot of just trading going on, at least, you know, even in terms of around the map, those objectives. But Kelra's been having a pretty good time on this Beatrix, you know, sitting on 2 kills now. He's got a very minor lead against
live stream natin, at kung di nyo napanood yung game 1 sa game 2, check nyo lang sa page guys, naka-upload
you know, every
yan.
single time the Tsunami Slam is available, especially when the flicker is there, he's going and being decisive enough to make those plays happen. And Kelra, all he has to do is
boom,
set up.
Kalahati.
Yeah, you can see the burst potential from this composition is something that Aurora Gaming is going to have to watch out for.
This kind of reminds you of the Beatrix and the Navaria, except that it's not the Star Shutter, it's the Feathered Airstrike that can be used to actually complement or vice versa, whichever they want to use first. So Aurora Gaming, if that was something Onic wasn't able to get their hands on previously, now they have so much range, they have so much access, King Kong being one of them too. They can literally play with the angles whenever there's a team fight. And there you go, immediately taking down Rosa. There's the counter. I'm offended, nearly catching 2, but still, they survive and walk away from all the threats. Kirk too, doing a lot just to zone out the other members of Aurora Gaming. The Feathered Airstrike, cooldown's over. So now they somehow gain control in the turtle pit, but
Lunar pops up Primal's Wrath. Now he's going to be in trouble. Kirk's going to go ahead and bring him on back. King Kong just around the corner though. Is he going to commit to this? Goes in with the enough damage to pop off Kelra too.
Headshot, double kill.
Another shot, a double for Kelra.
Imagine that. He just had to wait for a bit to join back the fight again. That's King Kong looking for the targets, and he still doesn't want to stop. Random execution doesn't land on Rosa, but there's the Feathered Airstrike. Still though, he somehow makes it out alive. A clean flicker or a clean dodge coming in from Rosa to get out of that. But Onic Philippines clearly in the lead right now. If it was just 1K earlier, now it's already 5K.
It's crazy how fast that ballooned up, you know, just in a
I'm
matter
on
of
reverse sweep, guys.
or so.
Reverse sweep.
You
One
get
download
yourself
game
a
yung game
nice
1.
lead at this point. You can see some of the items here now falling into place, especially. And Onic Philippines, very interesting. Now you've got that ultimate accessible to you even more for Brusco. And that's going to be great because this is what we've seen all day from him, is that Tsunami Slam.
And Kelra, look at the first item. He actually went for the Sea Halberd, going up against Sigiboom on the Ruby in the gold lane. So they're really looking for ways to answer and deal with Aurora Gaming, even from the very beginning of this game. So now they have to keep the pressure going. They have to limit the ways that Aurora are able to move as the Feathered Airstrike from Onic Philippines. Brusco seems to be
patay si King. Putik, tuloy-tuloy na crowd control.
Aurora Gaming, the layers, the chain crowd control. Kelra's the only one who will try to make
Nice one, Kelra.
He actually does. It's a double kill.
Pinatay niya si Jesse, tapos kuha ng Lord. What a play.
Oh my goodness, they might have just saved that from being way more devastating. Kelra somehow makes it through, but Rosa will pick up another kill. A big team fight for Aurora.
It's a 3-4-3 trade so far.
Pa sana si Kelra dun. Feeling ko kaya niya yung
and the kill on the Lord. Unbelievable decision making from Kelra.
Oh, Bads.
Great arrow to start that fight, but also even
sa Onic naglalaro, marami viewers.
A huge risk, but like you mentioned, Brigida, it gets you the objective, and ultimately that's what they wanted here. And so TNZ picking up a little defensiveness, gets the win of nature. They got to deal with this Lord. Onic Philippines in full force. We'll go ahead and get ready to march towards this base. They're going to hold it as long as they can.
Oh, they try to take down
Wapak.
Kirk, but he is too tanky for
Gagi,
this.
hindi pa din.
Already forced out
Ayun.
the feathered airstrike though, but it'll be enough to take down that inhibitor turret up top. So they can or potentially will work on the remaining base turrets one by one. Onic PH have to be careful with this. You see the late game already starting to come in, despite what happened for Aurora Gaming and their lineup.
Okay, they should hold on to this mid turret. I don't think they push any further. There is considerable damage though on the bottom base
wala pa
turret,
namang
but
naka-purify
Aurora
sa
Gaming
kanila.
holds on to 2, so they're going to find themselves again in a position to go ahead and face off against Onic Philippines, even for the next objective here. So despite it all, I feel like they're really confident in the fact that, hey, we can actually go toe-to-toe, we can win some of these fights, even if it means just playing around these arrows from Rosa. Rosa's been so good. Now 3 games in a row on this Selena.
It's like he has a target lock on Super Friends. He's making things so hard for Super Friends, honestly. But that's the thing, like, Aurora Gaming, they've been making a lot of decisions which really extend the game and allow us to reach this point. Like, for how many times have we been seeing games
Cyrus,
which
shout
exceed
out
the
sa'yo,
15-minute mark?
Yeah.
I think this has been, if not the longest like series, actually one of the longest series we've been seeing so far here in the group stage of MSC. So it's been a very close fight between Aurora Gaming and Onic Philippines, but both have to be careful in setting up for this next and possibly last objective,
parang nasa ulti na
depending on
niya,
how things will go,
yung bagong
because it's going to be
hero.
very crucial. We're approaching the 18-minute mark.
And I know the thing about this whole... Oh, whoa!
Ako, alam nilang walang trigger si Geldra.
I guess he went for it. He's like, hey, that's Kelra.
That could have been a combo because like there was an abyssal arrow.
Bukas pa ang TLPH tsaka Onic Indo sa pagkakaalam ko.
They already lost major resources though, but they're still able to
Ivan,
set
shoutout
up
sa'yo.
for this upcoming Lord fight.
Okay, now
Pero di ko lang sure kung anong oras yung TL tsaka Onic Indo.
Keep an eye on Rosa. Rosa's going to stay in that position. Again, that off angle. Super Friend will chase him down.
Whoa.
So Super Friend is like, hey, no more of that.
Magtakip ka na lang ng tenga dol, o kaya huwag kang manood. That's very simple.
It might be just the plan. Like, let's just delay this as much as possible.
Shoutout sa'yo, Jimwell from Etiba.
Post the 18-minute mark, you can see the positioning here from Onic. But Rosa's on point. Has all the information that he needs to go ahead and keep Onic Philippines in check. So it's quite astonishing how
late game na, so wala na yung early game ng Onic. Kaya nang balik ta rin na Aurora to yung sakasakali.
Minutes ago, 5+ minutes ago or so. And yes, they have one base
Shoutout
turret
din sa'yo,
down, but
Jegs
they're actually the
from
ones
Cebu.
with considerable control right now
Yeah.
around this
Mali.
Lord. And they're going to be the ones to go ahead and start things up.
Maybe that was what Aurora Gaming wanted. Just take away the flicker from Kelra, you know? So we might have a better chance at being able to take him out whenever the fight breaks out and not allow him to save the game once again for Onic Philippines. But
it's going to be up again soon.
Oh, tol, magaling din. Hindi naman makakapasok ng MSC yan.
they just
Hindi
not
na.
enough time. Yeah.
Just wait longer, right? Or wait faster, like Lapel said.
Paano ko babasahin yung pangalan mo, tol? Chinese. Hindi kita ma-shoutout.
Once again, Kelra will have it about 15 seconds. Aurora Gaming might know this too, and they might want to just force a situation here.
Shoutout
So
kay
Brusco
Earl Nico from Boracay.
was used. They're going to force the fight. Anyway, it picks. 47 takes some damage, but still, no one wants to commit to this Lord. It is going to be more difficult to take too because it's evolved. So Brusco even picks up a
hirap sila
mortality for
kasi
himself.
almost crowd control
And
nga
we'll have
lahat
just
eh.
this face-off for now.
I guess this is what they call the Lord Dance.
Wala pang naka-purify sa kanila.
It's
Nako,
been
Kelra.
such a long dance between both of these teams. Lord currently at half HP.
This is the new dance. This is the 2025 version.
and all the wild things were happening.
Nico Furt
A turret in the
from
bottom
Quirino
lane was taken
Province.
down
Shoutout
by the
sa'yo.
minions. They've been getting pretty impatient as
Ivan,
well with how
Agana,
things have
shoutout.
been going.
Paulo Lagarta,
But will
shoutout.
this finally
Archie
be the
Aquino,
start of the
shoutout.
fight? They try to go for the onward or shatter combo onto Kirk, but it won't land. There's the feathered airstrike.
Jan
Oh, TNT's
Nive,
very
shoutout sa'yo.
low
Oh, that's
on
great.
HP. Fortunately, there's not the runner's apathy from Kelra.
Ako, wag yung
to finish off the
papaagaw,
kills.
Lord.
Will they still try to regroup?
King!
They go for Kelra! But King Kong still secures
Patay
the
si
Lord.
Kelra.
An
Patay si
item
King
connects
Kong.
those two members of Onic Philippines, though, and it's Brusco
Yung
and Super
bottom lane
Friends trying to
pinupush.
run away. But Aurora, they're gonna chase after them.
Patay din si Brusco. Naku, 2v5. Aray mo. Olats tayo mga tol. What the what? Hindi, dep. Minions. Aray mo. Aray mo.